We're going to be doing upper body resistance band exercises you can do standing up. Now, I've had clients who want to do all standing exercises. I know that's a pretty common thing, whether you have pets that might get in your way, or if you just don't want the inconvenience of laying down, standing up, switching between the two. I have 4 exercises for you can do with the resistance band to get a comprehensive workout for your upper body. If that sounds good to you, hit that like button for me. Helps support the channel, and so thank you for that. Helps us grow here. Appreciate your help. What we're going to do today is use a tube band with handles. So for the first exercise we're going to do is a vertical press. Now this works the top of your shoulder and the back of your arm primarily, with a little bit of the front of the shoulder in front of chest. Primarily though, top of shoulder, back of arm. So the triceps and deltoids with some traps. So for this, you're going to step right in the middle of the band, so it's about even on both sides, and bring your hands up to your shoulders. So I'm right in front of my shoulders with my elbows tucked in. So from here, you're going to press straight up towards the ceiling, keeping your chest up. So I'm keeping my chest up, I'm not collapsing down, chest up, pressing up, and then all the way back down to the front of the shoulders. Now, it's important to go all the way back down. You're not coming just halfway down and then back up, doing these little pulses. You're going all the way down, all the way back up. But that's what is going to really build those traps, to really fully let them drop down and then back up. So trying for about 10 reps of these, fully up and fully down. Now, if you feel like you're a little bit wobbly on this movement, try and drop the resistance band level 1 level and try again. You want to be able to smoothly go up and down through the full range of motion. Now, it should feel tired by the end of the movement, somewhere around 10 reps. If you feel like you're not tired or you're not wobbly, then try and increase that resistance by 1 level and see how that feels. So that is the vertical press. Now, the opposite of that, to balance it, is a pull down. So I'm going to show you a version of a standing pull down. So what you're going to do is anchor the band around something secure. And from here, I'm going to bend at my hips, pushing my hips out to the back. So my hands are over the top of my head. So this is mirroring a pull-up movement, but we're using the band for resistance. And you can do this standing with no special equipment. Just wrap it around a tree or something secure. From here, you're going to pull down to your shoulders, down to the front of the shoulders, really trying to bend those elbows. And this is a great exercise, especially if you struggle with pull-ups. It will develop the same muscles as pull-ups, those lats, the lower traps, and those muscles around your shoulder blade. So I'm pulling down and back. Now it's important to have your back straight, pulling to the front of your shoulder. And that will develop those lat muscles, and it's a great starting point to build up that pull-up strength. Shoya says, I had a 100 rep chest day yesterday. Wow, that's impressive. So 100 reps total, or 100 reps within one set? Because that is a lot of reps to get done. You might want to increase the amount of weight if you're doing chest with that. But if you're doing like five sets of 20, that's great. That is an awesome number. Or 4 sets at like 25. It's a lot of work though, good job. All right, so we just did pushing in the vertical plane, pulling in the vertical plane, and that just means up and down. Now we're gonna work the muscles in a slightly different way. So working the chest, we're gonna do a chest press. Now this is a standing version of the same muscles as the bench press, but you don't even need a bench. You can do it standing anywhere where you can secure a band. So wrapping around a tree or a post. What I'm gonna do is walk forward till the band is under tension. I'm gonna have my hands wide at elbow width, and I'm pushing out towards the front. So I'm bringing my hands all the way back to my chest and then all the way back out straight. And that's going to really feel a stretch across the chest muscles. Now we want to go full range of motion in this. So all the way to the back where your hands are in line with your chest, keeping your hands wide at your elbow. And this is working that same muscle group as the bench press. So working that chest, the front of shoulder, and the back of your arm in a slightly different way. 2 times 50, wow, that's a lot of reps. Bet you were pretty tired after that. I would say that is a pretty high amount of reps. I personally would drop the reps down a little bit and increase the weight a little bit. But that is impressive discipline to do 50 reps in sequence. That is pretty tiring by the end. So we just did pushing motion in the horizontal plane. Now we're going to do a pulling motion to balance it. So for this, I'm gonna hold the band out in front of me with my arms fully extended. I'm really trying to let my shoulder blades pull forward. From here, I'm gonna pinch my shoulder blades and pull back to my rib cage. This is working the muscles between the shoulder blades as well as the lats. And on all these, I'm trying for at least 10 reps. So I'm pulling my rib cage, driving my elbows back with my thumbs pointed sort of in a neutral position up towards my face. Excuse me, up towards my face. And doing about 10 reps of that exercise. And that will get you pretty much all of the muscles in your upper body with those 4 exercises. Just training my push-up numbers. Hey, that's great. So wait, were you saying 2 sets of 50 push-ups? That's a lot of push-ups, man. Very good. Any bodyweight hamstring exercises you recommend? So I, for bodyweight, really like the golf pickup for hamstrings. So it's both a balancing exercise as well as strengthens the hamstrings because you have to deal with side to side movements as well. So there's the stiff-legged deadlift, which is 2 legs. What you can do is instead of 2 legs, bend 1 knee up. So you're standing on 1 foot and you're going to drive your hips back just like a stiff-legged deadlift, but with only 1 leg. So you can do this with a post or something or a wall for a little bit of balance, just so you're not feeling like you're wobbling, because we do want to make sure that the leg is fully engaging. We don't want you to have to worry about tipping. So that will engage the hamstring on the standing leg a little bit more intensely because it's having to bear your entire body weight. And then just switch sides, keeping that leg. Now, it's important to not bend this front leg as you bend forward. I'm keeping my back straight and my legs stiff, so it's all from the hamstring. That's one exercise it doesn't require any special equipment. Another one is called a Nordic curl, but that one is a little bit more challenging to set up. You need something to anchor your feet underneath, like a bed or a chair. So, or a bench. So what you can do for a Nordic curl is have your feet underneath a bench so they're not going to go anywhere, And then from there, you bring your body slowly down towards the ground, touch, and then back up. It's kind of, make sure you have something you can really put your feet underneath. This one's not gonna quite work for me. I need to set it up a little bit more involved than this. So that's why the Nordic curl, what's up? So I have two cameras. That was just me taking the lens off of one of the cameras. Try the curl? All right, sounds good. Just make sure your feet are secure. Let me see if I can show this a different way. This takes a little bit more time to set up. Like I said, it's really specialized equipment for the Nordic curl. So this is, give me a second. So this is something that you could use. This supports your feet. And goes in the end of a bench. So I put my feet in the roller like this, and then I'm gonna slowly lower my body to the bench, doing a curl. You can use your hands to help support a little bit to take some of the weight off, but trying to really do this movement from your hamstrings. So those are two body weight exercises you can do for the curl. So I'm not set up to show that one, so it's a little hard to get the camera angle right. Could do it. Hang on, let me see if I can get you a better angle of that. There we go. So your feet are gonna be locked underneath like this, and then you're dropping down, doing that curl, and then back up. So it's just like a bicep curl for your hamstring. Now, if you have the bands, what you can do is go like this. So you set the band sort of, or set the bench underneath a pull-up bar. And if you can't do it with just body weight, or you need some assistance, which I know for me, that's the case. It's a pretty heavy exercise for me to start with. What you can do is use a band. The heavier the band, the more body weight you're taking off. So still have your feet secure. And then you're going down. As you go down, the band helps you back up a little bit. So just holding that band, just to give yourself a little bit of that tension off. You still get a great hamstring curl, but it takes a little bit of the pressure off down at the bottom range, so you can get full range of motion. Yeah, so the nice thing about the bench is it's already cushioned. You could put a towel underneath your knees or a pillow underneath your knees to help support it if it hurts at the kneecap. Definitely would recommend. Yeah. So that is our workout for today. It's gonna be a little bit shorter today. Thank you guys for being here. I host these live streams on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So we'll be back here on Monday. Hope to see you guys